Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading Skirk Listener by me. So let's get into it. It's late in the afternoon when you find her, sitting on the low wall outside their home, sharpening her blade. The sunlight catches in the steel. Her hair is loose, falling in strands around her face. She's not smiling. That's not really her default expression. There is a calmness to her that you've come to love and get used to. She's focused, but she's not stressed. In fact, sharpening blades is kind of relaxing for her. You pause at the gate just to watch her, her whole presence radiating that kind of quiet strength that you've become used to, efficient and unshakable. But something about the scene that you're watching, her relaxed posture, the way her boot taps absently against the wall, and the smudge of dirt on her arm from earlier training, makes your chest warm. Cute, you murmur, mostly to yourself. Unfortunately, no matter how relaxed she looks like, she's very attentive to her surroundings. And so, she hears you, and her head snaps up, eyes narrowing slightly. What? You grin, stepping closer. I said you're cute. For a moment, Skirk just blinks at you. Not the icy, calculated pause she gives an opponent before striking. No, this is different. It's a stall, like her mind is still processing, not really sure what to do with the information, what to do with that word that she didn't know where to place. It didn't make sense at all to her. Cute, she repeats, as if she's testing the word itself. You think I'm cute? She tilts her head a little bit, which only makes her look cuter in your opinion. You lean against the wall beside her. Oh, it's not merely a matter of thinking. I know you're cute. Her brows pulled together. That doesn't make any sense. That earns a laugh from you. Why not? Because people don't call me that. It's not accurate. It doesn't make any sense when you call someone like me cute. She says, her brows sorrowed in focus. Well, it may be inaccurate to them, but it's accurate to me. You say simply, crossing your arms, watching how she grips the hilt of her sword a little too tightly now, and her mouth opens like she wants to argue your statement, then closes again. She sets the blade aside, eyes narrowing, not in anger or upset, but in the way that she does when she's trying to solve a problem that's particularly puzzling and complicated. And somehow the current problem was you calling her cute. Well, what could you say about that? Cute is harmless, soft. That's not who I am. You reach out and brush your thumb across her cheek, wiping away the little smear of soot. It is you. At least sometimes. Or to me. You're harmless to me. You can be terrifying and dangerous, sure. But you can also be this. You're soft right now, aren't you? And as I said, as far as I'm concerned, you're pretty much harmless. Her gaze locks on yours. Intense. Why would you want someone like me to be cute? The question is so honest, so genuine, that you can't help but smile. Because I like seeing all sides of you. The quiet sides and The soft ones, the vulnerable ones, even the ones that you don't think you have. You don't see yourself quite the way that I do. Her lips pressed together, and for the first time since you've known her, you see color creeping up into her ears, and just a little bit into her cheeks as well. She looks away sharply. You're strange. Maybe, but I'm still right. She makes a low sound in her throat, something akin to a sigh, and the rhythm of her sharpening is a little off now. And you nudge her knee gently. Flustered, are we? Her head snaps toward you, her glare sharp. I don't get flustered. Mm-hmm, sure. You're blushing, though. You grin wider, leaning just enough to catch her eye again. I am not. She starts, then stops abruptly when she realizes that she is walking right into your game. She exhales through her nose, muttering something under her breath that you cannot quite catch. And you tilt your head, feigning innocence. What was that? She looks at you for a long moment, long enough that you start to wonder if she's going to let the conversation drop entirely. But then, she says, very quietly, I don't know what to do when you say things like that. The honesty in her voice knocks the teasing right out of you, and you rest your hand over hers, feeling the way her fingers are still tense. You don't have to do anything. I just say it because it's true. She studies you for a couple moments, then lets out a small, resigned breath. You're impossible. And you, my dear, are adorable. You counter. Her ears turn pink again, but this time, she doesn't look away. She just shakes her head slightly, like she can't decide whether to be exasperated or maybe a little bit pleased. Perhaps a little bit of both. Not that you would ever know, because it's not only you keeping her on her toes, but you decide you can live with that.